Hello guys, this is SatchiScape. Welcome to my channel. Here I'm helping out to make website design and development skills. If you are new here, make sure you click the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that whenever I'm uploading the new videos, you will get notified every time. In addition with this video, also I am providing the source code that I am using so that you can use for your own projects. So guys, today's topic is called Bootstrap 4.5.2 Phase 4. Here I am going to explain you after the revolution slider. You are going to implement the introduction sections and the carousel. I am going to implement today the introduction content and the carousel slider. It's a slider. You can see in my previous video like phase 3, phase 2, phase 1, I am going to step by step implement. Right, first I have implement the header, navigations, then I have implement the revolution slider, banner, search functions. Now I am going to implement the content sections and the carousel. In the carousel, what we are going to give, like if you have something like a related business or something like a different services, you can give in this carousel. So it's automatic slider as per the mobile, or responsive is automatically like 2 column or 3 column or 4 column, whatever you want to give, you can give. I have also specified in this video. I am going to elaborate how to use and how to implement the settings. What is introductions? Introduction is like the small brief about the company. It will redirect, it will go to the about us sections. That also I have implemented. So you have to go some step by steps, like you have to open first SatchiScape.com, then you have to go to the articles page. When you go to the articles page, you can see Bootstrap 4.5.2 Phase 4 with small description. There also you can see the Bootstrap Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 1. Today is Phase 4, so that you have to download the Phase 4. Then you have to go to the details page. When you go to the details page, you can see there's some small descriptions I have given and image. From there you have to download the files. You can see the download button. It will redirect you to the Dropbox. When you download the Dropbox files, you have to extract the files, then you have to paste in the www folder. Because in my previous video I elaborate to you, because the revolution slider is not work when you click double click on the HTML, it will not work. So that you have to open these files, you have to paste these files in your one folder or jam folder. When you paste these files, you have to open this file like localhost phase 4. When you open this file, you will see your file, everything is there. Then you have to open with your file with Dreamweaver, or you have Notepad++, you have to open this file. Right guys, so guys, let's start with my tutorial, elaborate with more details. So guys, your root file is like this, as I can show you. Like this is the CSS folder, fonts folder, images folder, JS folder. In my previous folder also, previous version also, you can see the revolution, bootstrap mean, everything is there. I have added in this tutorial, I have added all carousel mean and also all theme default mean. Okay guys, here the fonts folder, I am using the font awesome files. You can see the same. In the images, you can see the previous version. I have used the slider. The same folder is there. In owl carousel, you can see I have used 4 images. So this I have made the folder is called showcase. Then you can see the JS sections. Everything is there. I have added the owl carousel. Okay guys, you can see the file icon. Everything is there, and the index file is there. Okay, you can see here the browser is looking like this, and the localhost phase 4 you can see, and the same, the top section is there, header is there, the right section of the header is there, the navigations, everything is there, search, pop-up is there. Then you can see the revolution slider is there. This is the banner. In my previous video I have added everything. Then in the down, I have used the introduction sections like in the content, okay, the paragraph, no more, it will go to the details page. Okay, here you can see the carousel I have used, like the showcase, you can see when you click here, it's an automatic slider. Also the mouse over effect is there, and when you click responsive version, you can see the responsive version also there, like now is 2, then when you go into mobile device it will come the single. So you can define as per your requirement. Okay, I have defined everything. So guys, for that you have to open this file index.html. you have to open either in a Dreamweaver or you can open in your Notepad++. Then you have to open the CSS file. Okay, this is the custom CSS. You can change like as per your projects. Okay, and Carousel, everything I have used. So guys, I have already opened this file in Notepad++. You can see here from the beginning. I show you, this is already, I have given the details about in my previous video. You can see. So in this video I have given the carousel and introductions. Okay, so for the carousel I have used the all carousel 2.0. okay, and this is the CSS for that, and this is the default mean.css is that. The description is touch enabled jQuery plugin that lets you create a beautiful responsive carousel slider. This is the description about the carousel. Like this is showcase. In the top you can see I have given the navigation called showcase. Showcase like whatever, like what is the profession we are providing, like web development, graphics designing, photo gallery. You can see the plus icons. This is also the font options icons I have used. Okay guys, so you have to open this file, and if you have the document control about the more options, you can open our carousel GitHub. This is the URL I have given if you want to give more options for the slider. Okay, and the document control also like on the demo, the style version also I have provided, and if you want to download the carousel for differently, this is also options I have given. So I have customized the carousel everything's, and this is as it is like SatchiScape, the custom CSS. And in the down I've used the JavaScript for the carousel, the custom JavaScript and the normal mean file. Okay, this is the mean, and here I've used the custom JavaScript. And you have to define, for suppose in the one page if you are using the different carousel, you have to copy this carousel, like you have to copy this only the custom JavaScript, copy, paste, you have to copy this one and paste. Okay, here you can see the showcase, the class name is showcase. You can give different name. Suppose if you want to give this class is for the different articles. Okay, you have to give the different name. You can give, because this class is called showcase, that's why I given the showcase. If you want to use this same carousel in the single page with a different options, you can give, and you have to change the carousel. You cannot give the same name because it's sometimes getting conflict. So I've used only the showcase. Okay, this is the carousel, and this is loop true, and automatically autoplay is there. So if you don't want autoplay, you can give the false instead of true. And each column there is a 10 pixel margin in between each object. I have given the 10 pixel margin. So I have given like you have to give the margin. If you want to give more, you can give also responsive true, because it's a responsive version also. I have defined this responsive version in 11.9.9. You are seeing the 3 item is showing. If you want to give 2 item, you can see here. See, 2 item will come. If you don't want or anything like you can give. Okay, so here I have given in a 991 2 tab 7611 4791, 321 and 01. Navigation to whatever. I have given everything. You can play around these components. Okay. So in the CSS, you can see here from the starting, I have given the heading. The heading supposed to come H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Okay, the first heading of the website you have to write H1, like this one. For the SEO format you have to write H1. So you can see here H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. The font is Laura Serif and the color is 0. And I have defined for the H1 font size is 38 pixel, H2 font size is 28 pixel, font weight I have defined here, margin button is defined here. You can define for the general and each component you also can define. Okay, so you can see here I have defined, this is the class, you can see. Okay, the welcome content start here, welcome content end here. The description is I have given the provide about the small introduction about the company what you are running. This information I have given here, so that here what I have written, you can see here H1 tag end, and this is the content you have given. The same H1, it will look like this. You can see the font size, the font weight, everything I defined in the CSS. See, the font size is 38, font weight is 700, margin button 25 pixel. Okay, so you can change as per your own requirement. Okay, and what is P? P is like paragraph. Paragraph also you have to define the general. What is your paragraph style and what is the font? Like here you can see the H1, H2, H3, H4 is there. Paragraph, this is the P. The paragraph letter spacing is normal, margin button 20 pixels I have defined. You can see normally we have defined the body font is like this. So in the paragraph I didn't define anything. If you want to define anything, so you can define it there. And after that, the third I have given the no more. This is the class for no more. Okay, the no more, the button color you can see I have defined here. We can search .KNOWMORE. Okay, this no more we have already defined. See no more, the font color, background and the mouse over, the font color is coming white. Now is orange, the mouse over is color is coming white. Okay, so I have defined for no more. So in my previous video you can see what is container and what is wrapper. The container wrapper is the full background and the container is in between this one. Okay, so the container supposed to, because we have to give some alignment in between the left and right, so that the website is looking universal and format. Okay, you see the space in between the right side and the left side. So you have to consist about the container, right? So I have written the container first. Inside the container, the main content I have defined the class. Sometimes we have to bind the class, the all content, like each block, each content and each we have to class define it, because if you are not giving sometimes it will conflict with your different projects or different pages, right? So you have to define the container here. And the Bootstrap, almost some classes has defined it. So I'll show you this content is text alignment center. So I didn't write the extra class for that. In the Bootstrap, the text hyphen center is automatically written. So if you are going to write the text hyphen center is central line. So after that I have defined main hyphen content in the H1, P and the deep end. So we have to go to the main hyphen content what I have written. You can see here main hyphen content. This is I have defined main hyphen content CSS. the padding is 60 pixel. Okay, padding means the top, the bottom, and the left and the right. So everywhere I have given the padding left, right, everywhere 60 pixel, because you can see here the alignment is innovative to content is alignment is not proper. So sometimes for the design design perspective, you have to give like this. So I have given the content center alignment with everywhere 60 pixel padding. Okay guys, then you can see here I have written the responsive media queries. I am trying to write the media queries 1199, 991, 767, 479 and max 320. I am always writing the code like this. So here you can see the media queries I have written 1199. Okay, what will happen? 1199. You can see here. Sorry, 1199. What I have write? In 1199, the padding top and the bottom is 60 pixel, and the left, right 40 pixel, right? This is the before, like the previous, like 5-6 years before, people are writing padding hyphen left 30 pixel, padding hyphen right 30 pixel, padding hyphen top, padding hyphen bottom. The same thing is there, but the coding style, you can see here the padding left, bottom, top, right, everything is there. You can write like this, or this is more easy, like always we are consist, like you can see here padding, this is top, then 60 pixel, sorry, this is right 40 pixel, then bottom 60 pixel. This is always right like a clockwise, top, right, bottom, left. So this is 60 pixel, 40 pixel, 60 pixel, 40 pixel. If your top, right, bottom, left, everything is different, you can write like this. Or if your top, right, top, bottom, right, left is same, you can write like this. Okay, so I write like in the 1199, the top, bottom is 60 pixel, left, right is 40 pixel. Then the 991, I defined the left, right is 40 pixel, sorry, the top, bottom is 40 pixel and left, right is 0 pixels. Now I write the top, left is 40 pixels, left, right is 0 pixels. I have defined. So the padding gone. Okay, you can see the bottom and the middle introduction part, the alignment is same. So when it's going to 767, what I write? 767. You can see here the font size of H1 is smaller, right? This one. How is going? And if I am going to write H1 simply, it will work. But if you want to type somewhere else H1, it will also affect. So that what I am going to write in the main hyphen content H1, like I have defined the class here. In the main hyphen content, the H1 font size in a 767, 26 pixels, line height 36 pixels and margin button 15 pixels. Like that we are going to write every times, right? If you are going to write H1 or H2, something like if you are not defining in each sections, it will affect everywhere. So you have to write like formally everything. And 479, I didn't define anything, but for I'm making these tutorials, that's why I've given everything, because sometimes for the new user they can write, and if you don't want, you can remove it and delete it. Okay, then you can see here, after that you can see here I write the showcase slider. For the showcase, you can see here I write the container inside main content, but here you can see the showcase first, showcase hyphen block first, then the container second. Why? Because here the background is white color and here the background is gray color and is touching the left corner and the right corner. If I am going to write this container before showcase, what will happen? Like I told you, the container always consists the left right margin, right? You can see the left right margin here and the left right margin. If I'm going to write the showcase, because the showcase I give showcase hyphen block, I given the background color. See the background color and the padding left right given 60 pixels, right? So if I'm giving the container outside and the showcase inside, what will happen? It will affect your background. I'll show you. Container, Control X, Control B, save. See, you can see what will happen. See the difference. The container is right alignment space and the left alignment space. So as for the design purpose, I want to give the container inside, because my design is supposed to come inside the container, but the background color is not coming inside the container. That's why I write the container inside the showcase, right? Then in the Bootstrap, I told you in my previous version, like the row and the col LG 12, col LG, like. So I write the col LG col hyphen LG hyphen 12 listed showcase. You can see here. You can see here, this is 12 column. So I defined, sometimes content is like overlapping, sometimes design issues. So is very often like you can use the col LG 12, col LG 12 is very good practice, and it will not affect your like overlapping design and overlapping content. It will not affect. So you can use col LG 12 H2, because H1 you have already defined there, and H2 in down. Okay, it's listed showcase, and after that another col LG 12 you can add the owl carousel, right? So owl carousel also I have made the previous versions, like I have made a owl carousel video for the specific. Here I have given the owl carousel, right? So here you can see the showcase, the class is defined. In the down, the same, sorry, not this one. In the down, the same showcase is defined. See, if you are writing different showcase one or their showcase, it will not work. So you have to write the same class here. Okay, this is owl carousel. Because why we are using this class? Because you can use owl hyphen carousel, it will work. But sometimes we are using the owl carousel in 5-6 sections in different pages, right? So that if we are defining the like the classes we are defining, so it will not affect the other owl carousel in the same projects. So that we are using the class defining here, right? Then the every owl carousel a single item. You can see the item. Okay, you can see I have used the 4 slider. So I have commented it for easy use. You can see here div class item. This is div show category. You can see here. This is show category. This is full block is one item. Inside item I have used this block is show category. Okay. This show category, this is position relative, overflow hidden, and the background color 000. Why? The position relative means this is the block, and this block is totally relative. Okay, and relative is like one is position absolute, one is position fixed, one is position relative is defined. So I have defined. I'm giving you in a different version what is position absolute, relative, and how it works. So this is for the overlapping this content to overlapping this image. You have to write like this. Like this web development is written position absolute, and this one is position relative. Okay, if we are going to write position absolute, what will happen? You can see here also for the testing purpose. See, everything on. So you have to write position absolute. Okay, and overflow hidden. Sometimes you can see here when you mouse over the image, it's zooming, right? It's zooming. If the image is overlapping, and if I am not giving overflow hidden, the image is coming to out. So that in the block showcase hyphen block, I given the image showcase block and the overflow hidden, right? So if you are going, then I have defined this one as a H1, H2, H3. Like I have defined the header, title, header, block, everything defined it. So for this one I have defined H3 for this title. Okay guys, then for H3 position absolute, you can see here I have given position absolute. Then left 25 pixel, bottom 20 pixel, color F, font size, and the transition. You can see here when you mouse over, the effect will come with a motions. So for that we have written the class like this. Then a hover, the color is orange color is coming, right? So the color I have defined here, and you can see here I have given some gradient. For gradient also you can use this URL for gradient generator. I have given one more class. You can see show category. This is all a tag. Like everywhere you are going to take a tag, it will hit. And after that you can see I have given the image. Then div class show category gradient. Okay, for this gradient you can see the gradient is there. Same font, like you can see here the font icon is coming. This is the font icon and the H3 web designer, a tag and div. This is show category. Okay, so same things I have written here. The gradient I show you. You can click here and you can gradient generator as per your requirement, and they are defining the HTML code. That code you can copy and paste it here, and that gradient is width 100%, height 100%, absolute, because the whole block I have given position relative. So inside the relative everything is absolute. So I have defined everything is absolute. Okay, then the image, you can see the image zooming. There is a motion. For that I have write like this. The motion, you can see the same motion for the read more. Everywhere for the motion I am writing like this. Okay, when you mouse over the image scale 1.1, like this is zooming 1.1. If you are going to write 1.5, more zooming, see, more zooming. So just for normal effect 1.1, opacity 0.5. okay, you can see here opacity is going on. So this opacity 0.5 I have given for some the content can readable. Then the font, you can see here the FA, the font awesome. This class is defined. You can see here FA, the class font awesome. Okay, so inside the show category there is a inside A there is a FA class. The top is 20 pixel, the right is 25 pixel, position is absolute, color is FFF like a white color, and the opacity is 0. Okay, because you can see here the icon is not coming, but in the mouse over the icon is coming. How? When you are going to mouse over, the opacity is 1.0. Here the opacity is 0. Here the mouse over the opacity is 1, like the plus. See? So in the media queries I didn't write this much more things. You can see because everything is written the JavaScript I show you. Like here I have given the padding 40 pixel down, the 991, and the font size
Here this font size I have given the smaller in the small version like 479, the mobile version. You can see the font size is small. So that's it.
Alright guys, now we are going to end up with this video. If you are really enjoyed my tutorial, please like, subscribe and press the bell icon so that whenever I'm uploading the new videos, you will get notified every time. Also, you can follow me with my social media accounts. Stay safe. Thank you. Bye bye.